Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of my bookshelf tour where I'll be showing you the books on my bookshelf. So like non-fiction right here, magazines and just biographies, and got some books behind there, non-fiction books. And I got books on this one here, just all my fiction books. So first up I have my Maleficent Funko Pop. She used to scare me when I was a child, when I first watched it. I just thought I wanted to get her because I liked that she was included with the Crow as well, so it's not just a standalone figure. Yeah, I know I'm always saying that these are just hunks of plastic, but it's just something about them that I just want to keep on collecting. Next are two mammal skulls I got from the beach, like that I tend to do in my last bookshelf tour. And then I have my candle that I still haven't used yet, but it smells really nice, and I don't know, I just wanted to wait till a really good occasion so I can use it. I've got 3 wicks in there, and I've got some bats as well, which I got from what's it called, Wilco. Next I have books in the Beautiful series by this is from the Beautiful Creatures collection, which I got all the books from a reasonable price at the works. So I haven't started them, but you know, they're on my log of things to read, so yeah, that's Beautiful Redemption. And below that I have Harry Potter and the Cursed Child hardback, which is just as the script. And then this I really like, it just goes well with the look on the putting it on the edge there. So it's just a stained glass window. Yeah, from Lichfield. I just got it from the charity shop, and it looked really cool against that. I have Wicked. I think my mum got it for me. Still haven't read it. I've had it for a number of years. And I have Evil Man by Giovanni and Tom Fletcher. I just got for a whim. I read a little bit of it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good, you know, with the fantasy, delving into fantasy. And then this I was part of a book club, and we were obliged to buy books for our next readathon. This is by a former CBeebies presenter with, she obviously moved on to white books, so this is a signed copy, if I can see the signed signature. So yeah, there you go, by Kerry. Next I have 2 books I got from Waterstones, just in the children's section. It's like a school for good and evil, apparently it's a thing on Netflix. And I have a thriller horror called The Voices, and then I have one book that also from the book club that I was in, that I really enjoyed. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I got 2 editions of The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This one I got recently, which I included in a book haul. And this one, and I know it's been adapted into a movie I haven't seen yet, I really should. Next is like Beautiful Chaos, the next one, and then I got No Cake No Jam, which my nanny gave me. She is about her war as a child, so it's the reason why she gave it to me, because it's similar to how she was back in the war. She was a young child in a grocery store, part of 6 children or 9 children in London. And I got the Prince biography I haven't touched yet, even though it's been years that I haven't even read it. Got that from the works. It's been priced down so many times, so eventually I got it for £2. And then I got Hero by David Bowie, which I've read. Really good one. Yeah, I first heard of Leslie Ann Jones with the Mark Bolan biography, and I thought I'm going to stick with her. So that's how the David Bowie one came about. And I've got Lauren Oliver, Before I Fall, in the series that is a fantasy series based on a girl who dies and then comes back to life, which is interesting. And then I got a gift called Len Goodman biography. And I got Sebastian Faulks, Birdsong. I've watched the BBC adaptation. I thought it was just excellent with Eddie Redmayne. Then Sarah Manning, which I got a few years ago. This was her first delving into adult romances, and I thought it was okay. I preferred her old stuff. And we've got M.R. James, The Collected Ghost Stories, The Dead of Winter by Chris Priestley. I've also got another book of his, which I'll show in a minute. V.E. Schwab, The Near Witch. I got this book in the charity shop, like everything. This was before The Gallant, so I got that before getting Gallant. And then I got Christopher Paolini Aragon, or Aragon, I don't know how to pronounce it. I read this at college, and that's how I really remember it. And I remember really enjoying it. Basic Maths used to be my mum's when she was working at admin. I thought I might make good use out of it. I have touched it quite a few times, but yeah, it's just there really for reference. And then Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, which is really good. I watched the movie the other day, and yeah, it's just really dramatic and really heartfelt. Next word, we've got a little easy user's guide to the Bible, which my granny gave me. So it's really sentimental, and I asked her questions about it, so that hence why I put questions in here. Yeah, it's like an easy read for Bible, which is pretty funny because the Bible is really thick. And then I didn't know about this, but it's just a signed copy of Pine by Francine Toon. I don't know anything about. Beforehand I didn't know anything about the book. You can see it's signed by the author. That is an M. Night Shyamalan biography, a book that I got this year. Again, I'll include in a haul video. And then another set of books that I got a couple of Christmases ago in the works as like a gift. I mean, I knew they were from the works because they were a set, all wrapped up together. So the Maze Runner, haven't touched them, haven't even touched the movie. And I got The Hitman, Damnation, I got it from the charity shop because I thought, why not? It's based off a video game, obviously. And we got a big Oxford Dictionary of Zoology, which I wanted at the time, which I asked my nan to get to me when I was at Animal Care College. And then I got Vampire War by Darren Shan. It's a good one. And then another Stephen King is a sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep. And then another similar one to Before I Fall, and that's Where She Went, the first one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was on my other shelf. They have like a movie adaptation with Chloe Moretz, and it's shit. Then we've got Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. And then we've got Beautiful Darkness, which is obviously a part of the Beautiful Creatures. And then one set of horror books I used to love, Point Horror. Got Nightmare Hours, a set of stories, and also the other one, The Point Horror, which is like a hardback. And then we have Chocolat and Ready Player One. And Chatomie I got this year on a whim. It's the fault of Book Talk. Well, not really Book Talk, I'm not a part of Book Talk, but it's just the fault of YA recommendations like Waterstones pull out on emails, and I just thought, I'm just on a whim, it's only £1, I thought, okay, I'm going to get it, just charity shop, haven't even touched it, to be honest. And then we've got a Disney Mulan Reflection book, like a set of retellings, I think. And then we've got Ghost in the Shell anime, which was my brother's. And then another anime weird style called Dream Thief. And then Basilisk I read a few times at school. We were required to read before the teacher called out the register. So I think that was a part of us getting into the habit of reading. And then a book which is really good called Tokyo. It's got a unique style to it. So yeah, it's about a young girl who goes missing in Tokyo, and it's one of the first adventure books I think I read and I really enjoyed. I would definitely recommend it because it's very atmospheric. If anyone wants to go to Japan, then read this. It's just a very atmospheric book about Tokyo, because I think Graham Marks did actually, for inspiration, he went to Tokyo just to, gain inspiration and just gain some feedback on his novel. I have a few more mangas here. Sorry if the lighting's a bit dark, but it's just how my tablet is. Called Vampire Doll and Dreaming. And then you've got some Gothic Leotta How to Draw. I used to draw a lot when I was younger, as a teenager. So starting on the top again, this is like my overflow of books. We have, what shall I start? Black Narcissus, which is based on the 70s movie. One Dark Window, which I got recently again for Waterstones. This is all the books I got recently. This got recommended to me, not directly by the way, it's got recommended to me by a Frolic Through Fiction, a girl YouTuber, well, she's not YouTuber anymore. And then we've got For the Wolf, which is like based off the Red Riding Hood. I really did like the cover. To be honest, the cover attracted me to buy it. Retelling a different take on Red Riding Hood, and it's a part of the series. But the only thing I didn't like about it just reminded too much of that horrible Amanda Siegfried DVD movie that just was came out a few years after Twilight, I think, or in the same year. Next we have Babel, which is hard to get. It's hard for me to get into, but I will continue at some point. Got Where the Crawdads Sing right there, which is definitely on my TBR. And then we've got another Chris Priestley book, and then we've got The Hobbit. So yeah, there's the book in question. And then we have a series of books by Lulu Taylor. She was born in Dorset. And of course, I found these books probably within the same month, actually. I got them because they looked attractive. I know it's not the way to go, but they looked very different, very wintry, and I thought it'd be a good Christmas read. I haven't started them, of course, but you know, at some point in Christmas, you know, in seasonal reading, I might pick these up in the winter. And then we have Beautiful Creatures, the first book. And then the Meg Cabot series, she did Princess Diaries, so I've read Love and Love You to Death, and also High Stakes, which is part of 2. And yeah, I'm going to read the other 4 at some point, obviously. And then recent books, we have Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I charity shop again, even though it's originally from the works, at £5. Again, they do Sarah J Maas as well. It's like, no, I'm not going to touch that. Again, a whim. Again, with a Frolic Through Fiction, she is big on dark academia, and I'm not. But I might enjoy this. It's got really nice illustrations in here, so I might enjoy it. Then we have another one I got from Waterstones, Masters of Death, which I'm definitely looking forward to reading. And then we've got a puzzle and poem book by Edgar Allan Poe. And then the newest birthday gift, Empire of the Damned by J. Christoph. Last row is the Boy George biography, which I really wanted, but it was some confusion because my mum ordered a signed one, but I think they went out of stock or something. So eventually I got it for £20. And I got the hardback copy of Patrick Swayze and Lisa Naomi, their only biography. I know I've only got the paperback, but this is the American edition, I think, or Canadian. And then we've got the book by China Mieville. You can't really see it, but it's to do with Cthulhu. There it is, it's very attractive, you know, with the Cthulhu there, Kraken even. And I know he's done a recent book with collaboration with Keanu Reeves. So starting in this little section here, which is the last section of books and all non-fiction books I have, easily you can see the Elton John and Rod Stewart biographies. I have all my collection, apart from 2 that I'm missing. One included the story on black metal, which I think, I don't know, I think they just got lost in travel. This one, you know, I got back in 2013, back when they're doing a special edition of him, which teased their final, before their split. So I got all different years, from 2005, which is my most recent one. Not recent, my oldest one. up to, where is it? I've got one which is the most kind of recent one, the Metal Hammer one, this one. So I could keep those as well. I mean, I can just do a separate video on my hymn collection if you'd like me to, like all my magazines I have, to go in detail. The next one I've got Goldie Hawn, originally got from my mum. She read a little bit, she didn't like it, even though I knew that she's a big fan. And then behind these I have Queen in 3D, which comes with the glasses. I got for Christmas or my birthday, I can't remember. And then this is a little tribute or biography in 2004 with friends. This was like before I knew or really delved into them. And when I went into my mum and dad's room on Christmas, like before Christmas, this was poking out, and I thought this was going to be for my brother because I didn't know really much about Friends, but eventually now it was for me. So yeah, this was probably the first take into the route into watching Friends, so which I like to watch today. Next I've got Titanic, which is a little book about the ship and about the movie as well. Then we've got a werewolf book, a lot of illustrations in it. And then we've got the same one but with vampires. Like a coloured book based on the DK brand. And then we have my Westlife biography, a little biography back in the day. I found this in a charity shop a year ago, and it just reminded so much when people were kids and they used to buy annuals like this. Here I've got some Neil Gaiman books, or some more like vampire manga. Again, I don't need to tell you because you can see. Got some miscellaneous notebooks on my guitar, mandolin, which I didn't want. The Dawn French book, little like interactive thing, you could do like a diary that she did, that I filled out most of it with. And then I've got some adult colouring books as well. I got this last Christmas. This was also in there. I just need to sort out my bookshelf again. But this is a part of the Poison Diaries book, so it's got illustrations in there. All different types of poisonous plants. And it's got some story elements in there as well. I think for children really, if they don't want to read just text, they can have a complement with drawings. It's definitely one of my favourite books. So we've got Weed and Marigold, so obviously they're based on plants. And it's a very good story. I mean, that's what kind of reminds me of Marcus Cedric's in a way, in a darker sense. See all the blood. So that's understandably why I really like it. It's a mixture of fantasy and a bit of dark tones in that one. Lastly, we've got this very interesting stereoscopic book produced by Brian May as well as other people. It's kind of heavy. You can use your 3D glasses to look on. I can't really remember who bought it actually, but it's about death and lenticular. Comes in these funny glasses like the other Queen book that he did, so you can put images in there from the book and you can view it like that. The book, a heavy one, so we've got I haven't really looked into this in too much detail, but I think it's all images to do with hell. And the macabre. I've also got other books as well, but they're in my cabinet. So I've got Dracula the Undead and Dracule, and then that's in my like vampire horror section. And in my Buffy collection I've got a Spike book. Got some like game guides and I've also got some Kingdom Hearts manga as well. So yeah, that's all in my themed cabinets. So with like Spyro, Buffy, Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, so that's my bookshelf 2 tour. Yeah, just to showcase like what books that I get and stuff, my interests from childhood up to now, basically. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you in another video. Bye.